G'day folks, Tony again here for more of the jaunty saunterings of Gaunt Bort the Taunter. How about we have a look at our inventory and we see how many feet of copper wire we have. That looks like 120 feet, and I believe we only need 200 for our particular quest. Yes, that is indeed the case. Quests are the Q button, in case you are curious. So, another 80 feet of copper wire to find. If we keep finding them in 50-foot increments, that would be rather lovely. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. We have ourselves some neutral hermits here who I'm assuming are going to be fighting the Snapjaws. So let's wander on over and have a look-see. Whoa, no thank you. We have ourselves a slumberling here. You can see their base demeanor is aggressive and that it is currently asleep. You nearly mistake it for a boulder, and then you spot a crease in its hide as it draws a slow, hibernative breath. Suddenly you understand the saying among pig farmers, always fear large rocks. It's equipped with a bite, claw, and claw, and is rated as very tough and also hostile. We most certainly do not want to wake up that slumberling, so we're going to quietly saunter our way back out of here. Now there are some kudzu along the wall here that we're going to end up running into, so here's a thing that we're going to do. I'm going to take these wire strands and I'm going to drop them here on the ground, because copper is indeed something that is rustable, and the last thing that I want is for these kudzu to end up rusting the wire, thus lengthening the amount of time that we have to spend trying to haul things out of this dungeon. Cunning plan there, procedural generation, trying to trick me into stumbling into a slumberling, but it didn't work. What have we got? Oh, another 50 feet. That's rather marvellous. So unless my math is drastically incorrect, we're now at 170, which means that we're pretty close to potentially having this thing all done with. 125 XP for sundering that electrofuge's mind. That's rather good. Iron longsword. That sounds pretty nifty also. All right. So it seems like a relatively simple ask for us to merely find another 30 feet of wire. I'm just going to drop this thing here as well in case we end up meandering our way into any other kudzu. Hello. Goodbye. Ooh, another beaded bracelet and a sharp iron longsword. That also sounds pretty nifty. Sharp items adding +1 to penetration rolls. Alrighty. What do we got? Typically, I'm not used to finding this many pieces of copper wire around so easily. Ooh, another Borderlands revolver. That must have been what the hermit was carrying there before. Does it have any ammunition in it? It apparently does not. We don't appear to have any lead slugs yet. We also got a thermal grenade, so that's rather nice. I don't know what managed to kill that hermit. Surely not the Snapjaws. That seems a little excessive, but I guess I'm speaking here now as a level 8. Are we level 8? We are level 8. How marvellous. Centipedes, they shouldn't be causing us any drama by this point. And here's some more stairs downwards. Maybe worth a look if we can't find anything here. Whoops, on this floor. Gonna have to drop some things. What have we got here that we don't really need? There's a lot of iron stuff here that is probably going to sell rather well. Probably don't need to be carrying all of them. Iron. Bronze. 2 pounds. Sure. Why not? Some more scrap here that we've got. I guess I could break that stuff down. This is compelling. Ta-da! I guess that means we can pick some of the some of these things back up again. Yeah, we got there in the end, folks. Alrighty, so stairs down. Is there more wire here somewhere? Surely there will be. Yeah, thanks for that. Could have done with those experience points, but not all is lost. I wonder what these things are doing all the way underground here. Do they need sunlight to grow? It makes sense with mushrooms growing underground, but those seed-spitting vines, they seem to be pretty tough. Hello, what's the deal here? This is a conspiracy of arthropods. So 2 eyeless crabs, they're rated as average. They're clearly not going to be happy with me. And a cave spider that's rated as easy. Let's get in amongst the action here a little bit. So that's one. That's a good start. We're going to boost our toughness to bump those hit points up, and once again we're going to force bubble, and then we're going to try taking care of some things, or perhaps get a few hits on some things here with our bow and arrow. Okay, we're out of ammo. Well, that's not really going to help us very much. So the stairs nearby are stairs downwards nearby are pretty close. We may as well try getting on with it here. Whoa, hello. Where did that one come from? Alright, and while we've got these things nearby, we're going to do ourselves a drain life. So that's hopefully going to give us some hit points, and indeed it is. Nice. Stun for the turn. Thank you so much. So where this... Right, so that drain life worked quite well on taking out one of those crabs and kept us at a decent amount of hit points. So that was rather nice. And this cave spider, presumably the one from before. And then we've run ourselves out of our toughness, but it certainly served the job well for taking out that cluster of enemies. So this combination of things that we've got here, I mean, that, to my mind, at least worked rather well. It's just the problem of that cooldown being so long. Now, the primary stat, as I understand it, that controls cooldown is willpower. And when we hit level 9, I believe that is a level where we get 1 added to all attributes. And if that's the case, then I think it's going to be pretty nifty, because we're going to have willpower, intelligence, and presumably strength, all popping to 18 and all getting a +1 bonus. I don't know exactly what effect a +1 bonus with a willpower of 18 might have on all of these cooldowns, but I assume that it will be noticeable. And hopefully we'll live long enough to find that out. Hello. We have ourselves some wire. How much wire? Oh, now this is what I'm more used to. 3 feet of wire. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's no 50 feet, that's for sure. So 173 feet of copper wire now, I believe. Nothing in that trash pile. And I was just about to say, I'm surprised that we haven't seen another slumberling, seeing as we've already found one of them, but there's one of them having a bit of a nap down there in that corner. We will leave them to it. Hopefully nothing will rouse it. That never tends to end well. And I'd rather not have to flee to any great extent. This looks like a new thing for this run through, a spark tick. The thing's pulvilli crackle and pop to an aharmonic rhythm. It caroms from spot to spot, galvanized by a primordial impulse. This is another swarmer type enemy. Such lovely words being used in here. Pulvilli, aharmonic, caroms. Lovely, lovely stuff. What a beautiful critter description. Let's sunder its mind. Success. Another 3 feet. This seems to be the 3-foot floor. Ooh, could it be another 3 feet? Oh, it could indeed. So that's 9 feet that we found here so far. So we should be at 179 feet. Ooh, another. Hi there. Let's hit it. See what happens. Whew. That was a bit more of a stronger blow than we're accustomed to here so far. Hard-hitting things that can get crits on us are clearly going to be an issue. But I guess one thing at a time. One battle at a time. Nice. So a reasonably noticeable change in some of the enemy types that we tend to be coming across here at the moment. No particularly hard and fast rules to how that works, but certainly something of a pattern that seems to be developing here at this stage. And who knows what'll be one floor down if we end up having to go there. There's a star apple there. We're going to grab that for sure. And it looks like there are indeed young ivories here. Again, that was something I've been wondering about because we haven't seen one for a little while, and they're a right pain for a character of this particular squishiness. So I guess good to know. Is there still one here somewhere, or did it end up getting killed by something? I can't see one. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not there. Bit of a pesky dreadroot here. Throwing some sap all over the walls for us. That's nice. Still nothing in the garbage. I've often wondered what the... I've often wondered what the likelihood of finding things in scrap piles is in varying areas of the game. So that albino ape seems to be neutral to us, which is nice. Set in the middle of the great white head of this ape are 2 red eyes that gleam with a savage intellect. Snowy white fur covers the ape's hulking frame. It lifts an enormous fist and beats its chest in fury as you approach. Neutral fury by the look of it, but that's fine. Ooh, some more wire, and just a bunch of things coming to greet us. So let's try and do some things here that aren't going to result in that ape being needlessly cranky with us. I think with how hard-hitting this crab is going to be, we're going to boost our intellect and then try and thump our way through it. Any minute now. Thank you very kindly. And just using the / key to advance a turn. And another beaded bracelet and some more iron things. I mean, why not? Why not? Bronze two-handed sword, no thank you. Wooden buckler, no, I'm good, thanks. Rifle around in some of this trash in case we arcanaut our way to finding anything cool. Not at the moment. Oh, and another 50 feet. That's super good. that's all the stuff we really need. So I think, in the interests of moving on along, we might head our way back. So I've just hit the minus key, which is the zoom out to zoom out a level to a map or head up the stairs. And because we're not on the stairs, it's asking us if we'd like to auto path there. Let's give it a go. And it didn't do us wrong. So we're going to do it again. Whoa, hello. We revealed a young ivory rather than stumbling into it, so that's nice. We'll get rid of that. And then we'll cruise our way back again. And of course, it's probably best to not forget all of the other wire that we have here. So we're going to grab all those things. Whoa, and it's telling us that we've completed the quest and we're good to go. And again, and here we are back on the above land here again. Again. Let's just repeat the same word, Tony. That's good radio. So we're going to make ourselves a camp. We're going to cook ourselves a whipped up meal so that we're not hungry anymore. And then out we zoom to the world map. And we're going to plonk our way across back to Jopar here on the world map and hope that we don't get ourselves lost. Although maybe this is a good time to talk about becoming lost. Hey everyone, we're lost. Regain our bearings by exploring our surroundings. So we'll be wanting to try and find our way back to a familiar location. But to do so, maybe we should also try taking care of Rusugomomo, the learned Snapjaw gut spiller. They're a swarm alpha of the Snapjaws, which are swarmers. Average and hostile. When in Rome... when roaming in Rome, let's see if we can get this sorted. So they appear to be shooting at us already. There are some salamanders there, and they're not actually hostile to us. Let's just have a quick wait and see how many of these things kind of take care of themselves. Got a bunch of them coming down towards us. All right, they're isolated enough now that I think we can get away with trying this concussive blast. Hopefully that's going to kill a few of them. Possibly stunning the boss. It looks like that did indeed happen. So we're going to do a Sunder Mind on them. They're now injured. Don't think we have anything to reload. We don't. So we can't really hit them at range. But what we may be able to do, we're going to boost our toughness for starters. And then we're going to do a life drain on them because they are foolishly standing right next to us. And hopefully that will be enough for us to be able to stay healed while we take them down. And we have our reputation with Snapjaws has changed by negative 210. I can't imagine we were terribly popular with them before, but we're also going to get 90 added to our rep with the Naftali tribe, whoever they are. And I guess that'll have to be enough for now. A steel vine reaper. Ooh, steel is good, and copper nugget is also not too shabby. But we're going to have to try and take down some of these other Snapjaws now. Hopefully fairly rapidly while our hit points are still slightly inflated. Iron dagger, bronze dagger, short bow. Let's just have a look. Short bow doesn't have any arrows in it, so we're not going to be able to get any extra ammunition there at the moment. A masterwork bronze dagger. That does sound rather nice. And what else have we got here? Bark armor, no. So we've got that copper nugget, and we're going to try and pick up that steel vine reaper as well. That's going to be £5. That's not quite going to push us over the limit, which is nice. Iron battle axe leather, no. Beaded bracelet, yes please. And that probably is going to push us over. Not quite again. All right, so we're right at the limit there, clearly. What else do we have here to pick up? Anything fancy? Crocossons. I mean, they're not too shabby, but probably not worth dropping other things for. And now I guess we're just going to wander our way this way because it already seems to be revealed, so presumably we may possibly have been this way before. We've got ourselves a bit of a nasty on the way here with this two-headed boar, so we're also going to try to take them down too. Stunning force is probably a bad idea given all of the other critters that are around there at the moment, but maybe if it comes in a little closer, then it's going to be far enough away from everything else that we can give it a bash, and hopefully not anger other things. Seem to be okay, so that's good. That two-headed boar is now wounded and presumably stunned to a certain extent. Let's keep a close eye on our hit points there. I'm hoping we're going to be all right, and we are. So that's good to know. All right. Still no butchery, I think. Hang on, just let me check that. Apparently not. So let's keep wandering this way. Ooh, Assault Hopper. Hi there, how are you? So pleased you could join us. That appeared to solve the problem pretty nicely. Wasn't expecting it to go that quick. What do we got? What do we got? We regain our bearings. Yay! So now we should be able to zoom back out to the map and off we go again. And this should take us back into town. Yeah, we did it. All right, where should we go first? I guess probably to... Whoops. Looks like our torch burnt out. Let's get another one in our hand. Right there would be great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Hey, Argo, I've got some news for you. The wire, give it to me. Take the wire. Yes, yes, wire, beautiful wire. Oh, before I forget or cease to care, I repaired an old recoiler for you. Use it whenever you wish to return to Jopar quickly. That's handy. Now give me a few minutes alone to attach the wire. I will return. Let's complete the quest step. We're going to get 500 experience points. Yay! And we received a Jopar recoiler with no power source in it. Oh, damn. Let's have a chat with Argive again. It's working. Genius. They said it couldn't be done. They said I was mad. They were all, what's this? What is that? Wait, it's repeating itself. Argive mumbles to himself for several minutes. So I don't think I'd hang around for several minutes of mumbling. Anyway, apprentice, come here. Something very strange has happened. The conduit is picking up a signal, some sort of repeating transmission. I cannot decipher it, however. I lack cryptogull eggs, and, well, never you mind. I have a great task for you, my apprentice. Do you accept it? Hey, Argive, can I know what it is first? Very well, you must seek out Barathrum the Old. He is the oldest and wisest tinker alive. He lives with his followers, the Barathrumites, in the cavern called Gritgate to the northeast, amongst the ruins of Quud. He will know what to make of the signal. Who are these Barathrumites, Argive? They are disciples of Barathrum. Mostly they are Ushib, like their mentor, mutant albino cave bears, with quills to boot. 1,000 years ago, Barathrum and his kin crossed the Homs Delta into the heart of Quud. He has spent centuries fiddling with the tokens of antiquity in his underground workshops. If he cannot decipher the signal, no one can. I accept the task, Argive. Splendid, apprentice, splendid. I've recorded the signal onto this disc. You'll need to guard it with your life, I'm afraid. Also, I'll need to rig up a droid scrambler for you. The Barathrumites have programmed several way droids to guard the approach to Grit Gate. With the scrambler, you'll have no need to worry about them. Wait there. Argive mumbles to himself for several minutes. There you go, now off with you. May you live long enough to do my bidding. Away, away. Farewell, Argive. We'll accept the quest. We get ourselves a droid scrambler and Argive's data disk, and we now have a new quest, a Canticle for Barathrum. Alright, reminds me of the Canticle, was it the Canticle for Leibowitz? I think was the name of the novel. It's been an awfully long time. Just going to hit tab and see what Argive has here to trade for us. Is there anything here that we want to get our hands on? Well, yeah, kinda. A vibro dagger. Good grief. But that's a data disk. We can't actually make any of that yet because we don't have tinkering. How far off leveling up are we? 233 experience points before the next level. We're so close. But we should probably go and see if we can sell a bunch of stuff to Tam. Now, Tam didn't seem to have restocked last time we were here. Hopefully that's no longer the case. Oh, blessed lead slugs. I'll take all of them. Thank you very much. And as a backup, sure, why not? Let's also take those wooden arrows. All right, what else do we have? How are we going for bandages? We've got plenty there at the moment. I guess we could get that weird artifact and identify it if we really wanted to. A carbide battle axe, that seems rather nice. We don't want a musket because we've got these revolvers. And those copper nuggets might be a nice way of converting things into money that aren't going to take up a bunch of weight. So let's just pop a bunch of these things here into our sell list. We're going to keep all those grenades, and we're going to sell a bunch of things here. Now at the moment we're only using a bronze dagger, I think, so we're going to try and keep probably try and keep that Desert Chris. Let's keep the one that isn't bloody, just for the sake of it. We're going to sell a bunch of these things. We're going to keep that iron short sword. We might also keep that sharp iron long sword just for the moment. Because it does have a penetration value of 5, which is rather nice. That Steel Vine Reaper can get sold. I think we have ourselves 2 Borderlands revolvers. We might hang on to both of them. And now I'm anticipating we're going to have a heap of things that we can sell for... like, these are all worth a fair chunk, but I don't really see the point in selling them here because all we're going to trade them for is copper nuggets and presumably a bunch of water that we don't want to sell. We do, however, want to get rid of some of these other things that we can make a bunch of cash off of. So just pop that on the list and see where that gets us. Holy smokes. If we pop all of them onto there, it's still not even going to get us some of the way. So I'm not actually sure that does us much good trying to sell that wine at this point in time. Have a quick scan through here again to see if there's anything else that we might want. I mean, sure, let's take that. Take it off your hands. Grab that weird artifact. Yeah, that sounds good. Now that we've got that, we can probably plonk a few of these on here to try and... No! Oh, I can't sell part of it. I'd have to split the wine and then sell part of it. It's probably not worth it at this point. Guess you can never have too many bandages, so sure, let's do that. What else? Anything else immediately here that we need? I don't think so. Possibly a little worried about us running out of water. So if we plonk that on there, what does that do? That looks much more favourable. Give us a little bit of extra water there. Thank you, Tam. All right, a Masterwork Bronze Dagger, 4 penetration, 1d2. Whoops, we can do better than that. 4 penetration, 1d3. 4, 1d3. Right, I like the vibe of using a dagger, so let's do that. We've got a short bow in there. We don't really need that right now. So let's pop ourselves a Borderlands revolver. I think we have another one. We do. Now, dual wielding some Borderlands revolvers. If we reload them, now we've got 12 lead slugs ready to rock and roll. So let's just pop out to the map here very quickly and find Grit Gate where we're heading towards. So it's off to the northeast from where we are. So if we plonk our little cursor on here, there's a rusted archway, which I believe is on the way to the Grit Gate, which is all out there. So our general plan at the moment is to head towards a grit gate, presumably passing near or through the rusted archway. But we're also fairly close to Tebimrod, so that might also be a thing that's worth going to have a look at. However, the recording clock is telling me that we're well and truly at time, so wherever we head and whatever we do on the way there, it's going to have to wait to the next part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Please give it a thumbs up if you are. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes of this and other Let's Play series that we do are released. And of course, please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more of the jaunty saunterings of Gaunt Bort the Taunter.